Tim O'Rourke. I'm the assistant managing editor for the San Francisco Chronicle and the executive producer of sfchronicle.com. So my role here is the executive producer of the website, sfchronicle.com, and as the assistant managing editor, I oversee digital for the newsroom, and I oversee the social channels like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And then we also create a lot of digital-first projects.
Tim's been invaluable as someone who, it reminds me of like the first caveman who has the secret to fire. That's what Tim's like walking around here. He knows how to do the digital end and helps a lot of us who throughout our lives have been print journalists.
He also broke it down into really simple steps, as opposed to all of us individually having to solve the problems of how to migrate from print online. Tim was able to break it down to focus on this headline, focus on getting the right images.
We would shoot video, we would try and do a podcast, but we were in the wilderness. There was no central person who you could go to and ask questions and get answers, and who would gather this stuff and put it somewhere, and that was Tim. Tim showed up when a lot of us wanted somebody who we could go to and who could coordinate all of this digital stuff that we were sort of doing on our own.
I mean, for example, more recently, there's been a big push with Facebook Live and just doing videos as a whole. And, I think print journalists are used to kind of being behind the camera. But at the same time, he's made it clear that this is a way to increase readership, kind of give the story behind a story.
It's about respecting your audience. The SF Chronicle website and the brand and the paper itself, the newsroom, the people I work alongside every day, we have a firm belief that there's a space out there for us in the whole mess of the internet where quality comes before clicks. There's a smarter audience out there, and that's our target. We don't need some huge 10 billion click number that we have to meet. We're all about the reader experience. We're all about creating journalism with a capital J that changes people's lives, that has meaning.
People now know what they need to do. They've also been able to see success. I mean, that's one thing that Tim and his team all give us the metrics, give us the engagement time, tell us how things are doing, and they do that on a very regular basis. And if you're paying attention, you will learn from that as an individual reporter or editor.
When I got to St. Mary's, I really needed some structure after having a rough high school career, and St. Mary's allowed me to flourish as a student and understand that there was a place to be smart and to grapple with important texts and to respect the teachings that were going on. And from that, I've taken throughout my career that, hey, listen to people's opinions just like you would in seminar. Everyone has a right to say what they want to say, and both sides of the subject should be presented. And when you do that, you reach a deeper understanding.
And I think he just understands, again, what is important about journalism at its core and finds ways to translate that to different platforms and again, trying to figure out where we should be going next.
He has been always open to questions, always open to suggestions, but he also has very definitely a plan for what he needs to accomplish.
I think as good as it is that he's not afraid to try new ideas, more importantly, he's not afraid to admit when he's wrong or when he needs help. And that makes him really easy to work with because, he's smart enough to trust others around him and know that they can bring different voices and perspectives to a story, to a situation, or just how we operate as a whole.
As we, gave them the tools and explained new ways of doing things, we also learned a lot from them. The best ideas don't come from me and my team, they come from the newsroom. And we're there just to help amplify them and help, get those ideas into reality because it takes a lot of work from a lot of different departments to get this stuff going in the way it should.
Tim's someone who, in a newsroom full of people who need a leader to show them how to do digital things, he's someone that you can go to and get answers. And we didn't have that for a while. There was a long time where you had to go ask yourself or ask a friend who works in video, or you weren't sure how to get things online. And when Tim came, things at the Chronicle changed. And I really enjoy working with his team, and I enjoy working at the Chronicle more now because he's built such a really strong and proactive digital team.